Okay, so I decided to make a Lili guide in Tekken because people are asking for one and I don't think anybody's made a detailed one yet. Lili is a well-rounded character. She has good punishment, she has good pokes, she has decent range, decent flows, and she has the best sidestep in the game. She has okay counter hits. This 113 is a new one in Tekken 8, which used to be like her weak area, but now it's okay. And her tracking is pretty bad, but she has decent homing moves for that. I guess that's enough for an overview. I don't want to continue that, so I just get into the actual guide. I start with punishment. Her 10 frame is 2-4. It knocks down in wallsplats, it does great damage. It's, well, the best in the game, I would say. But the thing is, it has short range. So sometimes you'll be out of range after blocking a move, and you'll have to do either 1-2 for a dogshit damage and +8, or 1-1 for a little bit better damage and +4 in backturn stance. So you'll just have to get used to the range of the 2 jab and see if you're in range or not. It'll come with practice. Then at 12 frames we have forward 2-3, which is pretty great, has so much range. It can't really whiff. Does 30 damage and knocks down the wall splats. But if it gets blocked, it's -15, so you will die. And the first hit is a high, so if they recover crouch, like bears do after their power crush into stance, you'll have to use a mid. So your mid 12 frame is 1+2. You really don't want to use it as a punish, unless you really need a mid. Then at 13 frames we have down forward 4-4, which does more damage than the 12 frame, but it's -2 on hit. So I would not use this as a punish unless you need it to kill. In general, just stick with forward 2-3, it's really really good. You get Toki because they get knocked down and then they have to guess, you know, like mid-low. 14 frames Lili doesn't have anything, then 15 frames you either have hop kick at 15, or you have 3-1, which is your long range whiff punisher or block punisher for moves with pushback. At 16 frames she has down forward 2, which does a bit more damage than the hop kick. You get a bit easier combos as well. And then at 17 and up she has down 3+4 or Matterhorn, as it's usually called, because its name of the move list is Matterhorn Ascension. Anyway, this does crazy damage, huge launch, huge combos. It's a great move. Then while standing punishment, at 10 frames she has a big jab. Not much to say about that. 11 frames, while standing 4. It knocks down, so that's pretty nice. It is safe on block as well. And sometimes you can combo into down 4 if they're really close, and then after that you can go for a full crouch sweep, slide I mean, and oh, they changed it. It used to be safe after this setup, but I guess it's -11 now in Tekken 8. Well, anyway, you can combo into down 4 sometimes. At 13 frames she has while standing 1-2. You can hold forward to go into her dew glide stance, which we'll cover later. Also, I don't think there's any point in that, so just ignore it pretty much. And then at 15 frames she has either while standing 3 as a launch, or you can just do hop kick. 16 frames while standing 2. Again, better launch, better combo damage than a hop kick. And if you block a stagger low, you can do a crouch cancel Matterhorn. But you don't need to bother with that generally, because while standing 2 is a pretty decent launcher as well. Okay, that does it for punishers, so now let's go into her key moves, which is gonna be mostly pokes and some like counter hit launchers, but... Okay, so jab. It's a jab, it jabs. +1 on block, +8 on hit. 1-2 jab, high, it jails, +8 on hit, -3 on block. She has 2 extensions, 1-2-3, which is a -13 low. I think it's minus on hit still, right? So not much reason to do it. It's plus on counter hit though. Alright, trust me, it's plus on counter hit, I'm not gonna say that. And then she has 1-2-4, which can be, I believe it can be interrupted with a jab for a combo. Let's try it out. And it can also be sidestepped. So it's pretty high risk. Yeah. And then you can sidestep it quite easily and then launch her. So it's kind of high risk. It's okay at the wall because it does splat. and in heat she gets this thing buffed, but we'll cover heat later on. Then she also has 1-1-3, which is a natural and counter hit, and you have a lot of time to confirm it, so that's pretty decent. And by itself, 1-1 is -4 on block by Yuren back turn, which basically means you can be punished by 10 frames unless you duck them, but then you can be hit by mids. Also, you have your back turn options like Power Crush and High Crush in moves, but we'll get to back turn later. Anyway, 1-1 isn't really safe on block, but it's not really unsafe on block either, it's like a mix-up. And the 3 part of 1-1-3 by itself is a counter hit launcher. Right. The pickup is a bit hard to do, but not terribly hard. So yeah, even if you get 1-1 blocked, you can still like delay the 3 a bit and fish for a counter hit launch, but if it gets blocked, it's -15, so you will die. She also has 2 jab, like her 2-4, the 10 frame punish. It's only -2 on block, but it doesn't jail, it can be ducked. And the other extension from 2 is the slow, which is the same as 1-3. So really, if the opponent knows the matchup and you do a 2 jab, they will duck, because there's no reason not to duck. So you can get away with 2-4, like just throwing it out every now and then, but don't do it too often. And if you delay it a lot, because you can delay it, it doesn't combo if you delay it a lot, but if you delay it, it gets easier to duck. Next we have down forward 1, +8 on hit, -1 on block. It also tracks side step right, so it's like jabs and down forward 1 are very, 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 very important in Tekken, and for Lili especially, I would say. She's like a poking character. So it tracks side step right, so they can't do that, but if they side step left, you have down forward 4, which is also a 13 frame mid, and you can sort of confirm the extension. If you delay too much, it gets blocked, and I would say it's not a hit confirm, it's more like a twitch confirm. Like you see, they try to do something and then you interrupt it and then you just smash it out. The follow-up is -13 on block, but if they block the first part, they can just low parry the second hit. But anyway, you don't need to finish it every time, like you can just do this. It's -8 on block, but if you can delay the follow-up a lot, so you can sometimes get them with the extension, but I would just try to confirm it, and then if you can't confirm it, that's okay. Other pokes, back 1. Back 1 4 is a string, it's -11 on block, it's 2 mids, but the thing is, you sort of just use a force very rarely as a deterrent. You mostly want to do back 1 forward to go into do-glide stance. It's 0 on block, and you can do stance moves, or you can press up to side-step cancel the do-glide stance. Do-glide cancelling, as it's called, is relatively important for Lili. It comes up often in her advanced combos, but you can use this as a pressure tool as well, because you can like do this and just sidestep a lot at 0 on block, which is amazing. Or you can go into stance and do a move, yeah, pretty decent. Then we have 3-2. Actually, let's just cover the entire 3 series. Alright, 3 by itself. It has great range. It's the beginning of her 3-1 whiff punish tool, but you can also do 3-2-3. Now this is pretty terrible, because it's mid-high-high. But the thing is, you can just do 3-2 and hold forward to go into do-glide, and then you can do whatever you want. And also, if 3-2 hits counter hit, you get do-glide 2-1 for free. It's +14 in stance, and so you can do either do-glide 2-1 as a hit engager, this one, or you can get do-glide 3+4, which is +17 on hit. Oh yeah, the same thing also happens on back 1 forward counter hit. You're also +14, so you can do do-glide 2-1. So you want to mix up 3-1 and 3-2, because 3 by itself is kind of shit. It's -11 on block, and you're also in back turn, so you cannot block. You can throw it out rarely because it has great range and it tracks one way. I forgot which one, but it doesn't really matter. You mostly just use it for range and like as a keep out tool. But you want to do it a 3-2 generally, or a 3-1. Because if you do 3-2 too much, it is safe, but they will eventually duck it, and then you just throw 3-1 as a deterrent. Then we have back 2-1. Well, the entire string is back 2-1, 1+2. If the second hit is a counter hit, then you get the 1+2 for free. It's a high mid string, and you will mostly want to do back to 1. You don't really want to finish it all too often. And the thing about this string is you can hold back after a back to 1 to go into back turn, or you can not do anything and stay in front turn, or you can hold forward and go into do glide. And also, if the second hit is counter hit, like I said, you can get the entire string, like back to 1, 1+2, or you can get back turn 1-4, which is a heat engager, because it's +9 on counter hit if you go into back turn. I think it's +9 if you don't, but then you don't get anything. Yeah. Anyway, so it's like a good thing to do every now and then. Like if it hits, you're +7 and back turn next is available. Or you can just, you know, hold forward, go into do glide, similar to back 1. It's, what is it on block? It's -4 on block though, so not as good as back 1. But you know, you have the threat of going into back turn and doing a mix-up or a power crush. You have a lot of options anyway. Then we have down forward 3, which is one of her best moves. It's +3 on block. It's +8 on hit, but we don't really care. The thing is, it's really plus on hit, and it's +3 on block, and on counter hit it's a launcher. It is very, very, very linear. So keep that in mind. That's why we have down forward 1s and jabs and down forward 4s and all that. And then we have this, if they decide to block too much, you know, you kind of force them to do stuff, because you can apply plus frame pressure here, go for lows and stuff. Anyway, very, very, very key move. Also QCF 3+4, we mentioned it before, it's a do glide 3+4, it's +17 on hit, which is ridiculous, but also ridiculous is it's +6 on block, and I think it comes out at 14 frames as the fastest. Do glide stance, I'll cover it later, but it's QCF, so if you do it in neutral as the fastest, it should be 14 frames I think, because the move itself is I12, and then if you add 2 frames for a down, forward, you get 14. You don't get anything guaranteed, even on hit, because it's +17 guard, so they can block, but you know, at +17 you can do pretty much whatever you want. Also key move forward 3. It's a homing move, and Lili has problems with tracking, and this move is pretty good for homing. Well, pretty good for her. It's not really great, but for her it's vital. It has a kind of terrible range. It's a knee, she doesn't move very much forward. But the thing is, it's only -3 on block, so you can still sidestep, you can still try to go for a jab interrupt, you can do whatever. And on counter hit, you get free QCF 3 for pretty solid damage. And then we have a forward 4, which is kind of the opposite of forward 3. It's very, very linear, it has very long range, and on counter hit, they fucking die. You get a full combo from it. It is -9 on block, and it does have a lot of recovery if you whiff. Like if you whiff this versus Kazuya, you might get an electric in your face. But you can, like, you know, do a little sidestep before inputting it to realign with them and all that. And if you do it at tip range, you know, it's much safer than if you do it in their face. Anyway, key move. Forward 4 and forward 3. Also there is down back 3. I like this move a lot. I don't think other Lilis use it as much. It's it used to be a homing high. Now they removed the homing from it, but I don't think I've had it stepped yet, and I've had many men try. So it's basically a homing high. On hit, you get a free QCF 3 again, and on counter hit, you get... they die. It's a full launcher. It is kind of off axis, so your combo might be a bit weird. But you know, you can get some solid damage. You can probably get over 80 if you're good at combos. And it high crushes, yeah. So it's kind of matchup dependent, because versus Steve, this move is fucking amazing. Because what's Steve gonna do? He's gonna do jabs, and he does jabs, you do down back 3, he dies. He does back 1, you do down back 3, he's dead. And he doesn't really have threatening mids. Like, what's he gonna do? Down forward 1? Yeah, right. Versus Azucena, for example, you don't really want to use it too much, because all she does is fucking while running 3-2, which is a mid-high, and down forward 1-4, which is again a mid. Like, you'll never crush anything from her. Anyway, good move, use it for homing and evading highs. Next up forward 3-4. 3+4, I mean, this knee. This knee is fucking great as well. It's safe on block, it low crushes, has great range, and it has a hit confirmable 3 extension, which is a high. Now, if you see it get blocked, and you want to run a mid-high mix-up, you can do up forward 3+4, 3+4 to do a Matterhorn, which is -21 on block. But if they duck, you know, you get Matterhorn launch, so I wouldn't go for it. Just try to hit confirm the high extension. You have a lot of time, and if it gets blocked, you know, it's okay. It got blocked, you're -9. Try and block it now. No need to go for a mid-high mix-up when you will die if they guess right. 4-4-3 used to be a launcher, but now, oh yeah, let me just go over this. It's a really trash move for a 4-4-3. But if you go hold forward after it, it's a pretty good move. So you never want to not hold forward. Holding forward puts you in do-glide stance, and it's +14 on hit, which means again you get this heat engager or a QCF 3+4 for free. And on block it's -3, but you can just sidestep cancel do-glide. And you have a lot of time to confirm this. It's really easy to confirm that it's a hit or if it got blocked. So just throw it out now and then. It has a lot of range. It is kind of slow though, so if they are mash happy, you might get floated for a combo and stuff. And it is linear, but it's a forward move, so it will, you know, realign as you dash into them. I'll throw it out now and then just for pressure, because it is very like low risk as long as you don't get floated from it. At -3, you can sidestep and, you know, yeah, go for a low, go for a maybe not down for a 3, but, you know, jabs, down for a 1, stuff like that. Pretty low commitment and pretty big reward on hit. Now we're gonna go over her lows, at least a few key lows. First we have down 3. Down 3 is amazing. If she didn't have down 3, I don't think she would be a functional character really, she would be horrible. Down 3 is, look at the range on this, look at the range. Alright, imagine I hit, alright, this range. This is like, what, 2.58, I don't know. Anyway, look at the range. Look at the range. Incredible. And it's -12 on block. Generally, characters have like 11, then 13 frame finish. It's rare for anybody to have a 12 frame. But, so basically, if Lili were to block this, all she would get is this, which is not very, not very threatening. You can sidestep this move, but I don't think I've had it sidestepped yet. I did it in practice mode just to see if you could, and you can, but generally this will not get sidestepped. Now it is only +1 hit. It's +5 or it's +5 on counter hit, but it's okay. +1 is, you know, decent. You can still match jabs and interrupt them, or since you're playing Lili, you can, you know, sidestep. Anyway, key move, easily her top 5 moves, top 3. I would say. I love this move. Then we have down 1-2. This is a natural low-high string. It's +3 on hit. You can hold back to go into back turn for a mix-up, and you can finish the string with a 4 if you think they'll press. Generally, you don't want to do this because the 4 is unsafe. It doesn't combo even on counter hit, and it does wall splat. So if they're on the wall and you think they'll press, you could try going for the whole thing. But generally, you know. Also, if they duck the low, they can duck the high and launch you. So sometimes you might want to do down 1 by itself, just in case, you know, they block it so you don't die. Down 1 is 0 on hit, but you can hold down and you'll go into crouch. This doesn't change the frame data, I don't know why I say it like that. Anyway, if you go hold down after down 1, you go into crouch, so you can generally, only so you can do this. Full crouch down forward 1, but we'll get to that later. Also, she has forward 4, also known as Root of Evil, which I'll call it from now on, because saying forward is hard. Root of Evil, it's +4 on hit, +10 on hit if you go into back turn. You don't get anything guaranteed though. But if it counter hits and you go into back turn, you get a free back turn on 4, which is a heat engager, so that's pretty amazing. But the bad thing about this move is it's really fucking slow. It's 22 frames, it's borderline seeable, but the problem with it, more than it being seeable, is just it's so slow, you're very likely to get interrupted. I only throw it out like when they get up off the ground, so they kind of have to hold down forward 3 and low mix up. It is only minus 12 on block, so it's not very high risk as long as you don't get interrupted. And even if it gets blocked and you go into back turn, it's only minus 6 and you're in back turn, which basically means you can get punished by up to 12 frame moves. But then if they do a high, you can duck. Wait, they can't really do a high, they're in crouch. Anyway, what that means is you'll get punished by up to 12 frame while standing moves. Same as if they blocked it when you didn't go into back turn. So pretty low risk as long as you don't get interrupted. Next up, we'll go over some of her panic moves, because everybody hates blocking. My favorite is up 3+4. Now this is a mid launcher. It is really slow, 36 frames. And the thing is, it is safe on block. Alright, I'm not gonna bother having Lili block this, but it is safe on block. And it evades lows, mids, and highs. But the thing is, if it whiffs, you're gonna get launched. But you know, if you're like, your back is to the wall and you know they're gonna press something, you may as well try it. Why not? Oh yeah, if it doesn't land like cleanly, you can hit them with this. Then it's not a launcher. Then we have a down 3+4 or a Matterhorn. This doesn't actually high crush, but it does evade highs and mids often, you know, unless it's like an electric with a flat hitbox. So this is a 17 frame mid launcher. It's minus 21 on block, so if it gets blocked, you will die a painful death. But, you know, may as well fucking throw it out sometime. Down back 4. It's a snake edge. It's 30 frames slow. Very seeable. It is homing, and I mean, there's not much to say about it. It's a snake edge. You shouldn't use it. Down back 3+4. This is also a low she has. I don't like it. I almost never use it. It has decent range. It's a knockdown on hit, and it's a counter hit launcher. But it's 24 frames, so that's seeable. Now, they need to know the matchup well in order to see it, but also, in addition to being seeable, it's really linear. So if they're just sidestepping it, you know, like they should be versus Lili, this will whiff. But you know, it does high crush, so. Also, if it hits, you don't have anything guaranteed, but you have a kind of a mix-up between what they're gonna do on to get up. So you can do either a full crash down forward 1, or you can do while standing 3, or you can do a while standing 2, or you can do a full crash slide. Each of those options beats other options, but you can like lab this for yourself. In general, I would stick with doing either a full crash down forward 1 because it's safe, or while standing 3, which hits them if they stay on the ground. And I think if they like roll backwards and stuff, they won't really have time to punish it. She also has this back sway. It's pretty bad. It doesn't evade much at all. I never use it. The input is back 1+2. That's all I have to say about this move. And she also has down 1+2 power crush. It is very linear, but power crush is rebuffed in Tekken 8, so as long as you armor through something, Lili's gonna just track you and it's gonna hit or get blocked by either way, you know. Its linearity doesn't matter as long as you power crush through something. So that's pretty good for Lili. Now I'm gonna go over some more niche moves. These are the key moves, like as long as you have your jabs down forward 1, down forward 3, and down 3, you don't really need much else. You have those and you have your punishers. You can win with just that. Everything else is, you know, icing on top. She has 3+4, which is her new heat engager. It's a homing high. It is 23 frames slow, so I don't like it. I don't like it very much. I don't use it very much. If the first hit whiffs, it's really easy to duck and launch the second hit, you know. The game is still new, so people aren't gonna be aware of this, but, you know, I think its usage is gonna go down the longer the game's out. But it is only -2 on block, and it is a homing high with pretty long range, so sometimes you could just, you know, throw it out. Forward 1+2, it's a 14 frame mid counter hit. another launcher, you get a 1+2 for free after it on counter hit. It is -7 on block, so you don't really get to do anything if it is blocked, and it is very linear. Generally, I only use this move after this. QCF 3 or Dew Glide 3+4 on block. Dew Glide 3+4 on block is +6, so this is a frame trap. This is just about the only time I ever use this move. Next, she has forward 3+4, which is this knockdown mid. She has an extension from it. I think it's like, what, forward 3+4, 3+4. Anyway, you can just smash 3+4 and get the entire thing. I don't think you can hit confirm it. You sort of have to at least commit the second hit. But the thing is, it is safe on block the first hit. And if you do this move, I would suggest you only go for the first hit. If you go for 2 hits, the second hit by itself is a safe mid launcher. But you can be interrupted by 15 frame moves. So if they just mash, you die. And the entire thing is very unsafe, although it has a lot of pushback. Anyway, if you want to do this move, I would suggest you just stick with the first hit. It's a knockdown, then I don't think you get anything guaranteed, but you get some OP on it. You know. You can use it as a wall combo as well. Let's go to the wall. Where's the restart? Forward 3+4, and then you can do this, which beats some wake up options. I think you can also do this. Wait, not this. QCF3, I think, might work versus some get up options, but it's kind of gimmicky. You can also do the entire string as a wall combo, but you have better options, so you shouldn't really do it. What's next? 1+2. Yeah, like I said, it's a 12 frame mid punish, but more often than that, you can use it as a panic tool. If their back is to the wall and you think they'll either mash or sidestep, you can throw out this fast mid to try and get a wall splat for pretty big damage. It's -12 on block, it doesn't have a lot of tracking, so it's a niche move. Next up, down 2-2. It's a mid-high string, but it jails. It's -10 on block. What's also cool about this is it tracks sidestep left. But what's also cool about this is there are 2 extensions, down 2-3, which is a safe high, and down 2-4, which is a very unsafe mid, but it has a lot of pushback, so people might be caught off guard. Now if you mix these up a bit, what that means is if they block the down 2-2 by itself, they're not gonna try to go for a punish because they'll be waiting for the extension. So it's like a solid mid, has a decent range, more than you think from the animation. Just throw it out now and then. If you want a chunkier mid, then down forward once. Out back 1, it gives you a free down 3 on hit. I think you might be able to get Dew Glide 3 as well in this game actually. It is -9 on block, so if it gets blocked, you kind of have to sit there and eat their mix up. And it's also very linear. So I don't really use this move ever, but if you want to use use it as a mid mix-up with down 3 or something, you can. It does give you more reward on hit than down forward 3, but it is very linear and it's pretty bad on block. Up forward 2-3, I never used this move, but it is a safe mid string. It's a natural combo, but the second hit can be sidestep to the right and you will die. You can also just do the first hit and then choose to go into back turn by holding back if you want, for like the back turn mix, but I wouldn't do it. I've seen it used as a wall combo though. I think that's what people mostly use it for in this game. Like, sometimes it works, I don't know exactly how, because I never use it. Maybe you need to get a higher launch or something. Anyway, I do not like it. Maybe this would work. I think this, if you do a 2-hit screw on the wall, yeah, if you do a 2-hit screw on the wall, then you do a forward 3-4. Forward 4-3, sorry, as a wall combo. But yeah, it's kind of a cheesy move, because if they don't know you can sidestep the second hit, then it is like a free 49 damage attempt, but if they do know you can sidestep the second hit, you will die for it, so whatever. Lili has a wall running 3 that isn't useless in this game. It's +3 on block. It used to be 0, so, and it does a bit of chip damage, I think, right? Let's see. Yeah, it does a bit of chip damage. I wouldn't use it too much, but you know, if you get Oki from far away, you can just run up and try it. Does a bit of chip and you get +3, so why not? Forward 1+2 is the next one. If you just press it, you get this 18 frame mid, homing, -9. But if you hold it a bit, you get 2 spins, which is +12 on block. Man, I thought it was like +6. I think they changed it. Let's set Lili to block for a bit. Right, +12 on block, 2 spins. But if you keep holding it, you get 3 spins, 50 damage unblockable. I know, this is not a good move. You know, you can probably tell by the fact that it's really fucking slow, but sometimes you can get it in, you know. As Oki, you can try and go for it, because they will get up into it. But most of the time you want to do 2 spins. If you think they're frozen up, like they respect you enough that you can do 2 spins, and then you can just do 2 spins and you'll get fat plus frames, or usually it will hit them. Because they will try to, you know, they will see Lili spin and they'll be like, oh shit, I better mash out a hop kick, and then you will get them with a second spin. It's a fun move, not very good, has its uses there. Sidestep 4. That's a new move in Tekken 8. Doesn't do much on hit. It's +4 and you're in back turn, but the thing is, it's only -2 back turn on block. And on counter hit, you get 5 plus frames, +11, and you're in back turn for a mix-up. Has decent range. I haven't used it much. I don't like being forced into back turn like this. Like -2 on block, it is perfectly safe, but I don't know. I feel like it's too risky, but it does have good range, and if you like back turn a lot, you can certainly go for it. Not very risky, especially since, you know, even if it whiffs, I guess you could just do a back turn power crush. Why not? I don't use it much, but it has its uses. If you like going to back turn, you can confirm that you got a counter hit for like fat plus frames, so you can run a mix, because like look at that effect, look at this, yeah, easy to confirm. And then you know, do back and sweep or whatever you want. Sidestep 1+2. Now this is a cool move. I like this one. It's 0 on block, right? 0 on block is insane for a move like this. Why? Because it's a counter launcher. You don't get a very nice combo, because if you look at the axis, like, look at this. She's like, you're in her back, so you don't get a very sick combo, but you can probably squeeze out like 65 or so damage. And on normal hit, it's a knockdown, so you know, they have to guess between mid and low as they get up. And at 0 on block, you know, generally you can just go for 1-1-3 to try and catch them mashing, or you know, if you're a real Lili player, you will do sidestep 1+2 into Matterhorn, because generally they will try to press jabs, because they don't know the frames. They think it's probably like -3 or something, and then they're gonna try and catch you mashing, but go under it or die, you know, depending on whether or not they miss jobs. Sidestep 3. I like this move. It's a chunky mid. You get over 40 damage with QCF3. It is safe on block, but it's kind of trash at -9. So you know, you have to hold the mix. But solid range, mid, big hitbox. You cannot go under or above it really, because it does hit grounded as well. Yeah, there we go. I like it. I use it more than Sidestep 1+2. It has, you know, more range and all. It's harder to whiff. I like it. Not very great on block, because -9 you have to hold their mix. I think we covered all the important moves in neutral outside the stances, so let's cover while standing now. We did the punishment, but let's just go over all the options. While standing 1-2, that's our 13 frame punish. It's a mid-high. They can and should duck and launch the second hit, so you shouldn't bother throwing this out in like randomly too much. She has a 4 extension. It's -14, but if the last hit hits, it's a counter hit launcher. But it shouldn't really hit versus anybody who knows the matchup. You can delay it a lot, but again, it's very cheesy. I don't recommend it, sorry. Just stick with while standing 1-2 as a punish. While standing 2, it's a launcher, not much to say about it, unsafe at -12. While standing 3, alright, this is a bit more useful in neutral. So it's a launcher, but it's -21, but look at the pushback. People need to be ready for the punish, and it's kind of matchup dependent as well, you know. Lili can punish with this, but you know, depending on who you're playing against, they might not have a very good punish. So you can throw it out. I haven't used it too much yet since the game's been out for a week, but you know, in some matchups like Lucky Chloe in 7, you can get away with this basically for free. She didn't have a consistent punish at all. So you know, experiment, see if it works. While standing 4, we covered it, not much to say about it. -9 on block, knocks down and hit. Then we have full crash down forward 1, which is a great move. It's 14 frames. If it counter hits, you get a QCF3 for free. 52 damage, very solid. It's safe on block at -6, so you can't really sidestep or do anything. You can try and parry. If they do down forward 1, this will parry them. I don't think it'll parry their jabs though. Let's try it actually. Let's full crash down forward 1, parry. Wait, I messed up. We go again. Alright. I know it parries down forward 1s, but I'm not sure about jabs. There we go, down forward 1 parried, but I don't think it will parry jabs. Yeah. Alright, this move also wall splats, so if their back is to the wall, you know, just throw it out. This is where the down 1 by itself comes into play. Down 1 into hold down to enter full crouch. You do this and then this. If they're at the wall, this is very good, because if they jab, their jabs will go above you and they'll get splatted. Also from full crouch we have the slide. So full crouch down forward 3. The slide is -2 on hit if it hits point blank, but it has a lot of active frames. It isn't that uncommon to have them try and whiff punish it only to get hit by it, like the last frame. And it's a counter hit launcher. Alright, I dropped the combo, but it's a counter hit launcher, right? Trust me. It is a launch punishable if they block it close up. I think at tip range is -9, but it's, you know, hard to get exactly tip range. Also it can be still low parry, so it does solid damage, so you might want to use it sometimes as a round ender, though it is launch punishable. But that's like the only lows she can threaten with from full crouch, so you know, other than generic lows, which are terrible. Okay, let's cover her stances now. First we have back turn stance. You can enter back turn from Roots of Evil into hold back, back 2-1 into hold back, down 1-2 into hold back, back 3+4 to just enter back turn raw. Oh wait, I didn't cover... Alright, let's just finish this. Down forward 3+4, down forward 2 back, and while standing 2 into hold back. So for back turn we have 1-2, which is a high mid jab. It is unsafe on block. And we have 1-4, which is a high heat engager. Safe on block, but the high can be ducked and launched. Then we have back turn 2, which is power crush. It is unsafe at -13. Used to be a safe mid counter hit launcher, but you know, they changed it. It's very useful to have back turn power crush though. Then we have back turn 3. Back turn 3 is a 14 frame mid. It's -10 on block. But the thing is, you have back turn 3-4, which is -12 on block. But if it hits, you get a free QCF3 for very solid damage. Look at that, almost combo damage. But yeah, it's -12 if it gets blocked. So you want to mix this up, you know, sometimes just do the 3, sometimes do the entire thing. It's worth it. This is kind of the safest option you have from back turn. By the way, you don't have any safe mids, so might as well just try and do this and hope they'll wait for the 4 if you want to exit back turn safely. Next we have back turn down 4, which is a pretty terrible move. It's a 14 frame low. In the high crushes, wait, it's +1 on hit. I thought it was minus, never mind. It's only -11 on block, so it's like the lowest risk low you have. But it doesn't do anything on counter hit, it's only +1. And you have back turn down 2, which is a god tier low. So it's 16 frames, 2 frames slower than the back turn down 4, but it's +5 on hit, and on counter hit you get a free QCF3. It is a bit hard to do because you have to crouch cancel into QCF3, but if you want an easy alternative you can just do full crouch slide. So yeah, this is God tier left, and it's only -12 on block. So generally you'll be punished by while standing 4. Not very scary. Next up we have back turn down 3. 17 frame low is -17 on block, but the thing is you have back turn down 3-4 mid extension. -13 on block, so if they block the low and go for a punish, they'll get hit by the mid. Doesn't counter hit launch or anything, it just gives you a knockdown. The entire thing is natural and counter hit, so this is what it looks like. Yeah, I wouldn't do this much. This is generally done after this move, back turn down 3+4. You get back turn down 3-4 as a combo, but in this game, it's actually optimal to do down 3+4, hold forward to enter front turn. So hold forward and do QCF3, it does more damage, see that? It's like what, 25 plus 22, so that's 47, right? And this one does only 40. So generally you'll never do this move. You have back turn down 2, which is a God tier low. From back turn she also has back turn 1+2, which is a 13 frame mid launcher. It is -11 on block, so you'll get punished by while standing 4 again. But you know, that's your, if you want to go for a mix-up, you either do like this or back turn sweep. That's like your big risk, big reward mix-up from back turn. There's also back turn 3+4, which is a plus on block mid, but it's the slowest move known to mankind, so I don't suggest you really do this ever. I don't know. Maybe you can find a use for it, I don't know, I can't really. It does low crush. Maybe not something. Anyway, there's also back turn 4, 3+4, a string. It is a horrible move, never use it outside of wall combos, because you can be punished. Like if they jab here, they'll punish this thing, and they'll float you for a combo if you do the entire thing, so it's just really unsafe, and it doesn't do anything with hit. Like, I don't think you even get the entire thing on counter hit. Oh, you do? Well, anyway. Don't use it, it's terrible. You have better options. Just do back turn 3-4. Okay, that does it for a back turn. Yeah, also about back turn, the stance is very linear. So just about every move can be sidestepped except for back turn 3, which is homing. Which is another reason why I think this move is really good. So some people who know the matchup, they will sidestep Lili when she enters stance from like this move. And you have to do back turn 3-4 to catch him. I guess if you do Roots of Evil, you're +10 into back turn, so you don't have to worry about them stepping. But you know, everything else, they might sidestep. So what I forgot to cover earlier is down forward 3+4, which is like Lili's most iconic move, I guess. I won't go too deep into it, but it's a mid launcher. It's -4 on block, but you're in back turn. So what that means is you can be punished by jabs unless you duck them, but if you duck them, you can be hit by mids. So you're not really safe, but you're not unsafe either. And then you also have options like, you know, doing back turn moves to go under jabs or doing back turn power crush and all that. Also, he has an extension back, so down forward 3+4, 3+4, which is mid. But if you do the entire extension, it's -7 back turn, so you can be punished by 13 frame mids, guaranteed. Although I think you can actually power crush through them now, I'm not sure. Let me try it. I think you can power crush through 13 frame mids, so I think 12 frame mids will be completely guaranteed. Let's see. Yeah. Alright, so you will be punished by 1+2, no matter what. No matter what you do. But the thing is, they can sidestep the extension. So you can be sidestep launched if you go for the entire thing. So not, you know, terribly safe. I'll show you. Yeah, see? I think you can sidestep it both ways actually. Let's see. Yeah. And you can also be interrupted for a combo. So I don't think you should do the extension all that much. You should just do this, and you know, if you got you see a hit, nice, you got a combo. If it gets blocked, then you know, whatever, just smash something out or just hold crouch or hold back. You know, it's a mix-up. Also, it is a linear move, when you're close up, but the farther away you are from the opponent, the harder it is to sidestep it. So at tip range, it's happened very often that it will clip them trying to sidestep. So keep that in mind, you know. Effectively, it's a safer move the farther away from the opponent you are. Also, it is very slow, so you don't want to do it up close because you're very likely to get, you know, floated for a combo. Okay, we've covered this move. Now let's go into her do glide stance, which is this QCF stance. You can go into it by pressing QCF, you can go into it by pressing back 1 forward, back 2 1 forward, forward 3 forward, up 3 3 forward, which I haven't covered this move, it's pretty much only a combo tool, and Feisty Rabbit forward. Feisty Rabbit is the stance you enter by pressing back 3 or back 4, and you can hold forward to go into do glide. Okay, your options from do glide are do glide 1 2, minus 14 on block, natural combo, mid-mid. You cannot hit confirm it. You can delay it a lot, but if you delay it even a tiny bit, it doesn't combo anymore. But the thing is, you can press QCF 1-2 and hold back to go into back turn. Now this is terribly unsafe on block. You can see I'm minus 14 in back turn, but people generally will not press a launcher here. They might press jabs or something. But also, like I said, you can delay it, but the second hit by itself is a counter hit launcher, which is, you know, kind of a mix-up. Then you have do glide 1-4, which is minus 9 on block. It is completely safe, and it doesn't combo on hit, but it combos on counter hit. This is generally your combo ender. It does a bit of chip damage, and in heat, so this gets buffed, so it becomes plus on block and does more chip. Then we have do glide 2-1. It's a homing mid into a regular mid. It's pretty good, pretty safe, and you can kind of hit confirm it. Not the easiest thing in the world, but it can be done. Yeah, you have a decent amount of time. More than you think, but less than you hope. Yeah, see, it doesn't combo. I think it's more of a Twitch confirm, you know, like you see you interrupted them doing something, then you just let it rip. And you can just do it anyway, it's only minus 13 on block. Well, I say only, but you know, not the end of the world. The first hit by itself is safe, that's important. Safe, minus 9. Then we have do glide 3, which is this, voila. You don't really want to do it in neutral, it does knock down, so I guess for some reason, well, you can just do size to 3 for like the same thing. It's mostly just to guarantee like grounded hit after some things, or a screw in combos, you know. Well, I mean like back 1 forward 3, there we go. It is very often in combos, it does really big damage for a screw. And it's only a single hit screw, so you can keep your combos very versatile and customizable. Do glide 4, which is just while standing 4. It's an option, so I thought I'd mention it. Do glide 3+4, we covered that in the key moves part. Plus 6 on block, high string. It used to be homing, it's not homing anymore. It can be staffed, but it's pretty fast, so it's kind of hard to sidestep it. It has happened to me, but you know, not the easiest thing to sidestep. Yeah, it's a high, but it's natural, so don't worry about it. And then we have do glide 1+2, which is a power crush. It's only minus 11 on block. Pretty good for a power crush. We cover do glide cancels, so you enter do glide and you tap up. So generally you do this with back 1 loops, either as pressure tool or in combos. What I thought I'd mention is this, about do glide 1-2, look at this. So it doesn't high crush, but if they press jabs after back 1 and you do glide 1-2, it tends to go under their jabs. I don't think this is universal. If they have a particularly big hitbox on their jabs, it might hit them. I'm not sure if it works on Jack, for example, but for the most part, you know, do glide back 1 to do glide 1-2 will go under jabs for the most part. So that's pretty cool. That about does sorry. That about does it for do glide. Then we have Feisty Rabbit, the stance. It's not very useful for the most part. You only have 3 moves. You have Feisty Rabbit 2, which is the most useful move. It's sort of like Asuka Sidestep 2 used to be, but anyway, it's a pretty long range and mid hit engager. It's minus 9 on block, so you can just throw it out. Then you have Feisty Rabbit 3, which is similar to 1-3 or 2-3. Sorry, 2-3, but is plus on hit, so you know, it's a bit better. Also, it launches on counter hit. And you have Do Glide, Feisty Rabbit 4, which is, you know, this move. It's a mid, it's safe on block, it's plus if you're in heat. So that's about it. What else? Grabs. Lili only has generic grabs and up forward 1+2, which is 1+2 break. Oh yeah, a very cool thing about Lili is if you do a command grab from back turn, she will grab the other way. So you can only really do generic grabs from back turn, but the thing is, they will have the 1+2 break animation if you look at the hands. So this will catch people off guard who know how to, you know, break hands on reaction, because they'll see 1+2 break and then they will not break the generic grab, even though there is no mix-up from back turn. Very cool. Make sure to use this, especially now that moves are tracking and harder to break on counter hit. A lot of reasons to spam moves in this game, spam grabs in this game. She has a back 1+3 or back 1+2, 2+4. It's the same thing. It's a punch parry. Not particularly useful. You can use it like as a setup for, you know, after a full crash down forward 1 to parry down forward 1s, but in general, you don't want to use this. Not too good. Just use a power crash or try and evade a high or something if you need to mash. Okay, so Lili's heat. Lili in heat, her heat engagers are 3-1, and this is the best one, the one you should use most of the time, because, you know, you whiff punish something, bam, either heat engager or a launch if you're already in heat. 3+4, which I covered already, I don't like it very much, pretty slow. For the first hit whiffs, you know, the second one is really easy to duck on reaction. Do Glide 2-1, this one's pretty good, and you get it for free, you know, after moves like 4/3 into Do Glide. Back to 1-4, which you get for free if 4/4 gets hits counter hit. But yeah, you know, I don't land this too often, to be honest. I mostly either use Do Glide 2-1 or 3-1, and the last one is Feisty Rabbit 2. This one's pretty good. Also in heat, your like I said, your Do Glide 1-4 gets buffed. It's +4 on block now. There's a lot of pushback, but if they're at the wall, they have to stand there and eat the mix. Same with 4/4 3+4, which I didn't cover before, but it's like the same kind of move as Do Glide 1-4. Like safe on hit, safe on block, I mean. Big damage mid. And same with Do Glide Feisty Rabbit 4. Bigger damage, bigger chip, plus on block, and 1-2-4 as well, yeah. Bigger damage, bigger chip, plus on block. Honestly, it's not very important, any of this stuff. She doesn't get much stronger in heat compared to some other characters. But also, Feisty Rabbit 3, you get a free QCF 3 on hit. So I would say Lili doesn't change too much in heat. Some characters get a lot of cool stuff, you know, like Kazuya, or most characters really. Anyway, her heat smash. It's a 23 frame high because it shares the animation with 3+4. So that's pretty fucking horrible. Well, the first part is a high, then it goes into mid, but you can still duck and launch it. But the thing is, it's +9 on block and leaves you back turned. So let's try and get it. So they have to eat a back turn mix, they don't really have much of a choice if they block it. But also, her back turn heat smash is a 60 frame low. It is, if I remember correctly, -8 on block, but we'll see now. I think it's -8 on block, yeah, but you're in back turn, so I think 13 frame mids are always guaranteed. You can power crush through 14 frame mids and, you know, highs. You can duck any high, so, you know, it's not the end of the world. Also, heat smashes cannot be parried, so, you know, unlike back turn down 2, this cannot be parried, the heat smash. Pretty decent. That about does it. I don't think I had anything else important to say about her, like neutral and stuff. Let me see. No, that's about it. Now let's go move on to combos. I'm not gonna go in depth in combos here because there's already combo guys on YouTube and other places you can check out that go in depth on the subject, so not much point doing the same thing over and over again. I'll just show you some easy to do combos that you can do if you just want to go out and play right now. Let's do down forward 2, right? So down forward 2, forward 3, 4. Forward 3, hold forward, do glide 3 into forward 3, do glide 1, 4. Right, let's do it again. So that's pretty easy to do. You can do it off of hop kick as well. It's really consistent. I think you can do a more damaging ender, but let's just keep it simple. Forward 4 counter hit, that's an important one. So this, right, no, this is a horrible combo. Let's do a different one. Alright, so while standing 2 pick up, and then you just do the same thing again. Very easy, very simple. This one, so flip, you can do back turn down 2. Wait, no. Back turn down back 2. Wait, what? It should work, what the hell? Okay, it doesn't work. So you do back turn down back 1. Alright, sorry. So you do a flip into back turn down back 1, while standing 2 pick up, back turn 1 2 to screw, and then you have your ender. Alright, so the ender is here instead of forward 3 into do glide 1 4, you do back to 1 to hold forward, do glide 1 4. What else? I think you can do the same combo of back to 1 plus 2. Yeah, still works. I don't know, I'm not gonna go deep in the combos, I'll just link you a combo video in the description and that's good enough. But I guess I should do a low parry combo, that's really important. I'll do the last one. So it's the same as while standing 3 combo, I think, so let's try it. Do glide 3, down forward, oh, what the hell? Yeah, okay, so while standing 3, dashing to do glide 3, and then you do the ender. Back 1, hold forward 1, do glide 1 4. Although you can do down forward, and then back 2 1, do glide 1 4 for bigger damage. That's pretty easy. And for the rest, you just check the description or look it up on YouTube yourself. And I think that about does it. I'm trying to think if I missed anything. I guess I can summarize what Lili's all about. So your game plan is generally just do pokes, annoy the opponent with these low commitment pokes, low commitment lows. Get some easy plus frames with down forward 3 and QCF 3 plus 4, and then use movement the entire time. She has the best side step in the game and you need to be using it. And then when they eventually whiff something, you want to be very quick on your forward 2-3 whiff punish or 3-1 whiff punish. Because that's her strength. Long range whiff punishing. Really easy and effective with her. She doesn't get like an electric, but on the other hand this is much easier to do. Yeah, that's about it. Hope this helped. Goodbye.